welcome back to the current household. So this is my Sims short lifespan / nightmare legacy challenge. This is the Cedartree current household now. There's no more Beaumonts in this family that are alive. This is Alexander Cedartree. He has 6 days until he's an elder. He's an animal enthusiast. He's neat, foodie, a dormant wolf, high metabolism, and he has a fear of unfulfilled dreams. He has the bodybuilder aspiration, but we have never worked on it because he is working on the farm 24/7 pretty much, so he doesn't have time to do that. Then we have his wife, who is heavily pregnant in her 3rd trimester with, I don't want to say the heir because I don't know who the heir is until their oldest reaches a young adult, and that's when I will be picking who the heir is. But this is their last pregnancy because I rolled for them to have 5 children, so yeah. So this lovely lady here has the country caretaker aspiration. She's desperate for the toilet because I'm pretty sure she's about to give birth in the next couple hours, so yeah. Her name is Willow Cedartree, and she has 9 days until she's an adult. She hasn't even aged up to an adult. So yeah, she's active, animal enthusiastic, foodie, and a collector. And let's go to their children, shall we? So the oldest is Adrian. He's right here, and the red hair gene has come down the family because this red hair is from, I think, like 5 generations above his or something, or 6 generations. Don't mind him being angry, he is not in a fun mood. So he has a soulmate aspiration. He is a teen, soon to be an adult. He has 5 days until he's a young adult. He's a snob, lazy, and alluring, and his girlfriend is a semi-curated, is Rosemary Watkins. Rosemary is a spellcaster, and it's only because I'm trying to balance out the werewolf gene and get rid of it by breeding through the generations, basically. Adrian is a werewolf. Then we have the next born, which is Arthur, who is taking out the rubbish from one of the barns, one of the cattle sheds. He has the creative aspiration that you can have as a child. I can't remember what it is, sorry. Arthur has 2 days until he is a teen. He is cheerful, and he is a dormant wolf. So I was like, oh, maybe. He looks a lot like his mum. Then came Alice, who no one in the family has this cheese blonde hair colour, this cheesy yellow hair colour. So I don't know where it's come from. Unless it's come from any of the genetics of any of the Sims that have been downloaded from the gallery, that married into the family, and then produced heirs for us. Unless it's in their genealogy, I have no idea where that's come from. But yeah, she's got green eyes as well, which has, the green eyes have come further down the generations. But yes, this is April. She has the social butterfly aspiration. She has 5 days until she's a teen, and she is an insider. Then we have the current youngest of the family, Aspen, who is not a werewolf. Alice is a werewolf. Forgot to say that. This is Aspen. She looks a heck of a lot like her mum, like she has her mum's genetics. She is a dormant wolf. She is aging up tomorrow in game. She's independent because I always make my toddlers independent. Like, I'm not joking. She is. That's why the cake is there. She's aging up tomorrow, and then her brother is aging up, and then on the Saturday we've got 2 birthdays to sort out, so it's jam-packed, and I love this chaoticness of this. And Aspen's generation here is a generation 12 in my legacy. And I'm going to show you quickly the family tree because I didn't get to go over it last time I filmed this household, when it was switching from Beaumont to... Now, I just messed up. There is a lot of people missing off this tree. I keep clicking the wrong Sims. So, bear with me. Okay, so, we'll start here. So, my founder Sims, this tree is lagging because it's so big. And now it's not working. Just give me a second while I mute the TV because I didn't think to do that. Blink. Mute. Let me just try reloading this. This is why I don't really use the in-game tree anymore. Okay. Okie dokes. Getting closer to the family tree at the top here. Okay, so these were our starter Sims right here. Ophelia was our founder Sim. The game has called a lot of people off this tree now, and they're not loading. Okay, one of them's loading, there we go. So Ophelia married Dusty. Dusty is from the gallery. I cannot remember who created him. I think maybe Night Lioness or Gloverly One or Annie Banani. They're the Sims that I tend to use most. They had two sons, Miles and Oliver. Miles is still a ghost living in the old Beaumont estate. Because I moved him in as a ghost and he's been living there ever since, basically. He took over the house when we moved to the Cedartree legacy. Basically, I moved him into the original Beaumont estate. So, yeah. But Oliver was the heir. Oliver married Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn is a Gloverly One Sim off the gallery. They had Oakley. Oakley has 4 of the siblings, but the game has called them. I believe it was Oakley, Cruz, Lumi, and Luna. Lumi and Luna were twins, and I think we've only ever had another set of twins, and that was it. So, yeah. Oakley married Ava. Ava was a non-binary Sim. And they had Odette and Lupin. Lupin has been called off the tree by the looks of it, which is annoying. Odette married Noah, I believe. Noah had his tree's been called. Noah had so many kids. I can't remember exactly how many. 7 maybe. Oscar married... who did Oscar marry? Oscar married Ren. Ren was another non-binary Sim, and they had Odelia and Storm. Storm married... His wife and kids aren't there anymore. Okay. Never mind. He did have kids and that. Well, he had 1 kid, but okay. Then we have Onyx. Onyx was the firstborn out of this gen. And his sister Cassidy had 6 children. So, one's been called. That's a shame. Onyx married... who did Onyx marry? I forgot. Oh, Onyx married Brayden, and they had Charlotte and Molly. Charlotte's been called off the tree. But together... No, sorry. Brayden was dating Tana Tomlinson and had Molly and... Charlotte and Molly with him. I believe... Onyx and Brayden had Olivia. They only had 1 child together. Olivia had October with Eli. Eli was downloaded off the gallery, but I can't remember who. They had October. October was an only child, kind of. Yeah. I forget. Yes. October had 2 other children with, hopefully they're not being called Chloe Games, but the person she was married with, she only had 1 child, which was Ohana. Ohana has recently passed away in this game, along with her half-sister Jocelyn. Bailey's the last one of the jumped 10 now. So yeah, Ohana married, give me a minute. Ohana married Andrew Cedartree, and this is where the Cedartree family begins. And just to quickly run through Andrew's story, Andrew lost his family as a teenager. Him and his family used to have this big, the Cedartree farm, and they had loads of animals, loads of plants, you name it, everything. It was brilliant. But when he was a teenager, a really big, huge fire took everything he loved, his parents, everything. That's his background story. The farm gone, and he wanted to rebuild it from scratch. He married Ohana, and they started this farm, and they had 3 kids. They had Alexander, Alexis, and Alfie. Alexis is actually the oldest and the heir, who is currently, like I said, in charge of the farm at the moment. So Alexis married Grace, and together they've had River and Aiden, and Grace is actually pregnant with their 3rd child at the moment. And then we have Alfie. Alfie married Mia. They had Anissa and adopted Winston, and they are currently expecting their 3rd child as well. So yeah, and that is the family, the Cedartree family at this point. So hope you keep watching, and I hope you enjoyed getting to know the family a bit more, and I shall see you in the next current household. Bye!